Hello student, this is Ashish Ojha and welcome back to Excellence Home Tutorial. Today we will discuss about integers class 7th chapter integers exercise 1.1. In previous classes we have discussed about exercise 1.1 till question number 10. So we will discuss on today question number 11 to question number 14, in which question number 11 says that a submarine is positioned 1300 meter below the sea level, and if it is extend 450 meter, what is its new position? In this question, a submarine, let us consider this is sea level. This is sea level and the submarine positioned at below 1300 meter below, and after that it ascends, that means it goes from bottom to top, that is 450 meter from the position of submarine. So let's find the position of new position, that is new position. We have to find out new position of submarine. So we can represent below the sea level by minus sign, and if ascends, so this represents by positive sign. So let original position of submarine equal to 1300 meter below sea level, and this is represented by minus sign because below the sea level is represented by minus sign. Submarine ascends equal to 450 meter, which is represented by plus sign. After that we have to find out new position of submarine, that is minus 1300 meter plus 450 meter, because it ascends, it goes from bottom to top, so we have to add both the numbers. New position of submarine is equal to minus 1300 plus 450 equal to, that is we have to subtract 0, 5, that is 12, and 850 minus 850 meter, that is below 850 meter below the sea level. That is the answer. Okay, so let's revise it. A submarine is positioned 1300 meter below the sea level, which is represented by negative sign, by minus sign. After that it extends 450 meter, that represent by positive sign. So we have to find out new position of submarine, that is we have to add, because the position and this position ascends, this is negative sign and positive sign. After adding minus 850 meter, this minus sign represents the below the sea level, so 850 is answer. Okay, let's move on. Question number 12, which in this question we have given two magic square. First of all, we have to know about magic square, what is magic square and how it works. So first of all we have to understand which is magic square and how it works. After that we will find the values of A, B, C, D and E. So let's move on. Question number 12. Magic square is a square in geometry square is called square is a quadrilateral whose four sides are equal and each angle is 90 degree. Is called square. But in mathematics, in this section, in which magic square, we have to call this magic square. So we have 3 column in magic square, 3 column and 3 rows. Magic square, this square including numbers is called a magic square when the sum of diagonally represented number, that is this number, this number, this number, after adding this number, if we represent A, B, C, then sum is A plus B plus C, diagonally represented number, that is first diagonally represented number, and this is second diagonally represented number. If we represent D, B, E, so both the sum will be equal and also equal to the numbers represented by row first. That means equal to this represent, let us consider E, F. So A, F, E. After this second row, if F, G, H, so G plus B plus H. After the row third, in this I, so this will be equal to D plus E plus C. After that column first equal to A plus G plus D. After column second F plus B plus I, and column third, which is E plus H plus C. So magic square is a square in which numbers are represented and the numbers represented by diagonal first sum and diagonal second number sum and row first sum, row second sum, row third sum, column first sum, column second sum and column third sum, all results will be equal. All results must be equal to call this square magic square. Okay? So मैजिक स्क्वायर को समझने के लिए सबसे पहले ये देखना होगा इस मैजिक स्क्वायर में जो फर्स्ट पंक्ति में जो फर्स्ट रो में नंबर है उनका सम कर लेंगे, सेकेंड रो में सम कर लेंगे, थर्ड रो में सम कर लेंगे, ये अलग अलग सम कर लेंगे. अगर रो फर्स्ट का सम, रो सेकेंड का सम, रो थर्ड का सम और कॉलम फर्स्ट का सम, कॉलम सेकेंड का सम और कॉलम थर्ड का सम इंडिविजुअली सब रिजल्ट इक्वल होता है और डायगोनली नंबर जो रिप्रेजेंट है उनका सम और डायगोनली नंबर रिप्रेजेंट सबका सम इक्वल होना चाहिए, तब इसको मैजिक स्क्वायर कहते हैं, है ना. कॉलम फर्स्ट का सम इक्वल टू कॉलम सेकंड का सम इक्वल टू कॉलम थर्ड का सम इक्वल टू कॉलम रो फर्स्ट का सम, रो सेकंड का सम इक्वल टू रो थर्ड का सम इक्वल टू numbers represented by diagonal sum and diagonal second sum, all must be equal for magic square. So ये magic square है जिसमें सभी रोज जितनी है, सभी कॉलम्स जितने भी डायगोनल नंबर्स हैं, डायगोनल रिप्रेजेंट नंबर सबका सम इक्वल होना चाहिए. इसको हम मैजिक स्क्वायर कहते हैं और मैजिक स्क्वायर का यूज करते हुए हमें यहाँ ए बी सी डी ई और सेकंड में भी ए बी सी डी ई की वैल्यू हमें फाइंड आउट करना है. ये कॉन्सेप्ट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, ध्यान से इसको समझेंगे. सो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट फॉर योर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. सो लेट्स मूव ऑन क्वेश्चन नंबर 12 सेक्शन ए. क्वेश्चन नंबर 12 सेक्शन ए. In this we have to draw this magic square as it is, that is A, C, D, B, 3, E, 4, -1, 6. So in these type of question we have to observe that in row first, 2 unknown numbers are given. Row second, 1 unknown number is given. Row third, 2 unknown number is given. So we cannot take first row, second row, third row for your calculation. So let's move on. Column first, 3 unknown numbers. Column second, 2 unknown numbers. And column third, 3 known numbers. So we have to take column third for your calculation. And in diagonal first, 1 unknown number is given. In diagonal second, 1 unknown number is given. So first of all, we have to find out the row or column or diagonally represented numbers in which 3 numbers are given. 3 numbers are given. So first of all, we have to observe that. And similarly, in section B, we have observed that column first 2 unknown numbers, column second 2 unknown numbers, column third 1 unknown number, row first 1 unknown numbers, row second 2 unknown number, and row third D and E 2 unknown numbers. So moving on, diagonally represented number, that is diagonal first -10, -25, -40. These 3 numbers are given. In diagonal second, 1 unknown number. So in this question, we have to take diagonally represented number for your calculation. So you have to remind it. There 3 numbers are given. You have to take these calculation, and 3 numbers are given. You have to take this calculation. So we have to write for column third. Column third, sum of numbers equal to 4 plus -1 plus 6 equal to 4 minus 1 plus 6, that is 9. So first of all, we have to add given numbers in a row or column or diagonally represented number. After that, this sum is equal to all the rows number represented and columns. So we have to make equal to A plus C plus D and so on. So we have to move for next step for row second, because in this row only 1 unknown number is given. So 3 plus C plus 3 plus -1 equal to this sum of numbers in row second equal to sum of numbers in column third. So in row second, C plus 3 minus plus -1, and this is 9. This is plus 2 equal to 9. C equal to 9 minus 2, that is C equal to 7. This is answer, C equal to 7. After that, when C is applied, after that we can use diagonal first and diagonal second, because in this only one unknown number is given. For diagonal first, sum of numbers in diagonal first equal to this sum of numbers in column third, that is A plus 3 plus 6 equal to 9. A equal to 9 minus 9, that is A equal to 0. So A is equal to 0. For diagonal second, for diagonal second, sum of numbers in diagonal second equal to sum of numbers in column third. So D plus 3 plus 4 is equal to 9. D equal to 9 minus 7. D equal to 2. So 3 numbers are solved. Okay. So A equal to 0, C equal to 7, D equal to 2. Okay. Both three unknown numbers are solved by this formation. No. So after that we have to erase this. So take a screenshot if you cannot write. Take a screenshot. After that we will move on finding remaining two unknown numbers. So take screenshot if possible. Okay. After that we have to find out the value of B and E. So we have to find out B. So for row first, sum of numbers in row first equal to sum of numbers in column third, and this is A plus B plus 4 is equal to 9. A is 0, so B plus 4 equal to 9. B equal to 9 minus 4, that is B equal to 5. After that we have to find out value of E. So for third row, sum of numbers in third row equal to sum of numbers in column third, that is D plus E plus 6 equal to 9, where D is 2 plus E plus 6 equal to 9. E equal to 9 minus 8, that is equal to 1. So this is the answer. So A equal to 0, B equal to 5, C equal to 7, D equal to 2, E equal to 1. This is the solution of magic square which are given in section A, 12 section A. This is the concept of solving magic square related question, in which all the sum of row first, row second, row third individually will be equal to column numbers, column first, second, third, and diagonal represented numbers. So you can solve in many types of the question. So moving on, section B, which is minus 10, A, minus 30, B, minus 25, C, D, E, minus 40. So for your convenience, you can take a screenshot for this. And after that we have to move next topic, which is 12B, section 12B, in which we have to solve magic square also, which is like this question, but something is different from this question. So question number 12B, first of all we have to make magic square, that is this. Minus 10, B, D, A, minus 25, E, minus 30, C, minus 40. So this is magic square. In this, in row and column there are no three numbers given, so we have to use diagonally first. In this, three numbers are given, so this is. So for diagonal first, sum of numbers equal to minus 10 plus minus 25 plus minus 40. So this is minus 10, minus 25, minus 40. This is 40, 10, 50 and 2, 70, and this is minus 75. After that, we have to solve values of A, B, C, D and E. So for row first, sum of numbers in row first is equal to sum of numbers in diagonal first. So this is minus 10 plus A plus minus 30 is equal to minus 75. This is A minus 40 equal to minus 75. We have to transpose minus 40 in right side, so minus 75 plus 40. So A is equal to minus 35. This is the first answer, and we have to write. So for next question, row column third. So for column third, minus the sum of numbers in column third equal to sum of numbers in diagonal first. Sum of minus 30 plus C plus minus 40 is equal to minus 75, and this is C minus 75, this is minus 75, and we have to transpose it in right side. So C is equal to minus 5. This is the second answer. After that, in row second, for row second, sum of numbers in row second equal to sum of numbers in diagonal first. Okay, so there is B plus minus 25 plus C equal to minus 75. In this C is given minus 5, so let's put this is minus 25 after multiplying the both signs plus minus, and after that minus 5 minus 75. This is minus 30 equal to minus 75. B is equal to, after solving this, B is equal to minus 40. B is equal to minus 40. So let's write these solutions. That is A equal to minus 35, B equal to minus 40, C equal to minus 5. So let's take screenshot for your understanding, for your concept. Okay? No. Let's move on for solving D and E also. So take screenshot. Come on. Okay. Next, we have to find out the value of D and E also. So for next, in this, for column first, sum of numbers in column first equal to sum of numbers in diagonal first. Okay, minus 10 plus B plus D equal to minus 75. After that, value B is value minus 40. So D minus 75. D is minus 75. This is minus 10, minus 40 is minus 50. After transposing, this value change plus 50. So D is minus 25. We have to find out value of E. So in for column second, sum of numbers in column second equal to sum of numbers in diagonal first. So A plus minus 25 plus E equal to minus 75. A's value is minus 35, minus 25 and plus E equal to minus 75. After that, this is minus 60 after transposing these numbers. So E equal to minus 75 plus 60. That result is minus 15. So this is the result of E. Okay. So final answer is A equal to minus 35, B equal to minus 40, C equal to minus 5, D equal to minus 25 and E equal to minus 15. This is the answer. After that we have to solve question number 13 and 14 also. This in this way, question number 12, which is based on magic square, in which we have to solve the numbers, that is unknown numbers A, B, C, D, E and E. So let's move on question number 13. So let's moving on question number 13, which says the Roman civilization began in 509 BC and ended in 476 AD. How long did Roman civilization last? In this question, the civilization began 509 BC and ended 476 AD. In this question, first of all, you have to understand the basic concept of the Roman civilization. In this number line, we have to use 0 and BC is before 0, left side of 0, before Christ. That means before 0, this is minus 509. BC is represented by minus 509 and AD is represented as 476, and this is positive sign because after the 0, after the birth of Ishu, the AD is started before the birth of AD, the time measured in BC. So in this, 0 is also included in the year. So for solving this question, we have to subtract 1 from the sum of 476 and 509 BC also. So you can subtract 1. Okay. This is the basic concept of the AD and BC Roman civilization. How long did the Roman civilization last? That means total time you have to find out of Roman civilization. So Roman civilization began equal to 509 BC, that is minus 509 in the integer form. Roman civilization ended equal to 476 AD, which is represented by plus 476. The time which is calculated from 0 to left side, which is represented by minus sign, and this is BC, and after that 476. So total time for Roman civilization is, we have to add both numbers, that is 476 minus 509 equal to minus, after that minus 1, and this is you can add both numbers in such a way, because time is measured in positive sign. So 476 plus 509 minus 1, you can use this solution also, because time is taken in positive. So total time you have to find out. So you can use this expression also, in which 476 plus 509 minus 1. This is the solution of this. Sorry, this is after subtracting 1, this is 984 years, because 0 is not considered a year. For a year, Roman civilization began in this, lasted in, and we have to find out total time for Roman civilization. So you can use this, because both multiplication are positive, and after that you can use this sign also, because time taken which is also taken in positive sign, so you can add this time, but we have to subtract 1, because 0 is also in, we cannot include, we can exclude this year, because 0 is not considered. Okay, so this is the solution of question number 13. And question number 14 is, in Srinagar the temperature was 2 degrees Celsius in afternoon on particular day. What was the temperature during the night of the it further dropped by 5 degrees Celsius? So question says that in a particular day, that means either Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or a particular day. You can choose any day which is on which the temperature is 2 degrees Celsius. So the temperature was afternoon particular 2 degrees. What was the temperature during the night? It further dropped 5 degrees Celsius. That means in afternoon the temperature is plus 2 degrees Celsius, and in night it dropped 5 degrees Celsius. Okay, this is a very simple question. If temperature is dropped, so drop temperature is represented by minus sign, and 2 degrees Celsius is represented in positive sign. So in Srinagar, this temperature in afternoon equal to 2 degrees Celsius, and during the night temperature dropped equal to minus 5 degrees Celsius. So temperature during night equal to 2 degrees Celsius minus 5 degrees Celsius, because it dropped by 5 degrees Celsius, which is subtracted from 2 degrees Celsius. So at night or during night the temperature will be minus 3 degrees Celsius, So it's question number 14, which is last question of this solution. So Srinagar temperature and afternoon temperature is 2 degrees Celsius, dropped by 5 degrees Celsius, and temperature of night during temperature during night, that is after dropping this solution temperature, we have to subtract 2 degrees Celsius minus 5 degrees Celsius, that is minus 3 degrees Celsius. This is the